It is so hard. You pour so much of your life into this thing. There are such rough moments in time that most people give up. I don't blame them. I mean, it's really tough, and it consumes your life. I mean, if you've got a family and you're in the early days of a company, I can't imagine how one could do it.
All children eventually figure out who their parents are in the world. You're going to love your parents, but there's an age where you figure out, who are they? What difference have they made? What have they achieved? What have they given? You know, what's their role in the world? And so all of your children are going to eventually figure that out anyway. So you might as well go for your dreams now.
Your own self-development is the best contribution you can give to your children. Not self-sacrifice, self-development and contribution. Self-sacrifice usually earns contempt. Self-development and self-investment earns respect.
You must understand your present well-being has happened because as a consequence of forceful determination by somebody.
Will they know your name in 7 generations? Your legacy is everyone that you touch along the way. Put your family first. John Rockefeller, he put his family first. That's why we still know the Rockefeller name.
When you have resources, you can use them to make your children's lives, let's say, easier. But the question is, like, do you really want to make the life of someone you love easier?
Rich, poor, middle class, poverty starts with a fundamental attitude. Poverty is passed on. It's taught in your family. And middle class is taught in family.
The 1% are the ones that build generational wealth. The 1% are those that leave a legacy for their children and their children's children. The 99% are the people that leave debt, that make excuses.
If you give them a lot of strength and stability, wherever they go, they will be well. If you just give them money, when they lose it, they're lost.
And if you want to change the narrative of your children and their children and their children, then you have to get in alignment with your purpose.
Success is when your children want to be with you when they're adults. People do a lot for glory, for recognition. Their kids don't come home for the holidays. Come on. The most cool thing I've ever been called in my entire life is dad.
It's not just good enough to be a good person in life. You're supposed to contribute. You're supposed to make a difference. You were born to make a difference in your life.
So now what do I do to build wealth? What do I do to change my lineage? What do I do to change my family? What do I do to make my family proud?